Good afternoon. Good afternoon, fine people. How are we all? Great to see you. Thank you for joining me for another day, another stream. It is an absolute pleasure to be live with you fine people. Florin, you was first today. Let's get cracking. Yeah, let's get cracking. And please do make sure you obviously drop a like on the stream. It is massively appreciated. It does help the stream out. And, of course, shows me that you are here enjoying yourself. And, yeah, just being very kind to me by dropping the big like button. Let me just pin that in the chat. So, let's see who we've got. We've got Nick, as always, and we've got Pranav. You've been coming to quite a few streams recently, haven't you? So, great to see you. Everyone else, please do make sure you get your comments in. Let me know who we've got behind the scenes. Firewatch has been away the weekend and missed one heck of a crypto roller coaster. Yeah, mate. If you was away on the weekend, yeah, you missed one pretty wild up and down movement that we've had. Where did you go? Did you go anywhere nice? Pedita, how we doing? Brucey, boy, good day to you. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream, and you join me obviously on a day where Bitcoin keeps tumbling down. Yeah, we've broken obviously down again last night, and we are coming into some pretty key levels and a pretty key area, to be honest. We'll go through that today. We'll also go through something that I want to show you about the CSE newsletter, which also went live. Actually, just went live not too long before we started this stream. So we'll, of course, get that up. We'll pull that up in a little bit. We'll leave that to the side for now. Well, yeah, obviously Bitcoin, we keep on tumbling. Howdy, Steve-O. What do you have planned for us today? Love the fortune teller. So yeah, that was so interesting, wasn't it? That was so interesting, that guy. I hope he comes back today. Can't remember what was his name. Was his name Nicholas? Or I can't remember his name. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, fascinating stuff like that, isn't it? It's fascinating. But yeah, of course, we are down below 110k now on Bitcoin. If we go and have a look on the daily, let's go and select the daily. We are, of course, as you can see, getting a full breakdown from here. So if I do just mark out, obviously here was where we had daily demand and we pushed up and then just completely melted through. Now we are coming into, I don't know why that box is like that. We are into a pretty key area here. So first of all, we're into this consolidation zone here where we got the impulse move up to all-time high. So obviously this is where we went bang, there we go. Also, we are right on the 2024. No, we're not. That's a lie. The 2024 all-time high is there. Right. Sorry, that was drawn on the wrong wick. We're right on nearly the 2024 all-time high, which obviously falls within this zone. So I think this zone, in my opinion, is quite key to see if we're going to hold here or drop through. If we drop through, we could be in for a pretty wild ride, couldn't we? I think if we're looking, this area here looks quite good for a liquidity sweep. Obviously, we drop through, take out these wicks, and yeah, into 105. That could potentially be an area that we could look at. But I think first things first is holding this zone. Now, I think obviously it would take the same kind of momentum that we saw on the meltdown to push us through here, because you would imagine that this is going to be an area where it's going to be looked to be defended for sure. But the selling has been strong, hasn't it? The selling's been strong. It's been relentless. Each bounce has been met by more selling. So it wouldn't surprise me to see us go lower. But I think for the time being, this zone is kind of where we're focused on Bitcoin for now. Brandon? Yeah, it might have been Brandon. Maybe Nicholas was the other guy, the guy who was moving to England. Good afternoon, disciples. Great to see you, mate. How are you doing? Let me know your thoughts in the chat as well, everyone. Do you think we're going lower than this on Bitcoin? How low do you think? Let me know your levels that you're watching. Or do you think kind of in this area right now is where we would bounce? What the hell is going on? ETH all-time high, then $500 drop. Yeah, pretty mental, innit? I mean, really, when you look at it, it kind of the 5k tap just got front run, didn't it? So if we go and look, I mean, obviously that is not a good 4-hour candle to put in when you're hitting all-time high there. But we kind of just front run the 5k level, didn't we? With the drop down. Now, obviously, it wasn't helped by Bitcoin's movement, but really, when you look at the big picture, we're literally just consolidating on ETH. We could get a couple more weeks of this. This could be ETH's new range. You just don't know, do you? We just don't know yet. This could be ETH's range, maybe going into September, and we could just reaccumulate, because you got to remember, we had impulse move up, and then we consolidated here, didn't we? For what's that, best part of 3 weeks or so, maybe 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ish, something like that. So we could do that again. Obviously, we've had another strong run up, so we could just be in and around here, chopping around wherever. We'll go lower or higher or whatever, and then obviously then ultimately look to break out. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this is ETH's new range. I will say on ETH though, ETH has came into, and obviously like Bitcoin, ETH has came into a pretty key area here. We got obviously good SR inside this PA, around about this 4,350 level. So yeah, pretty good spot, I think. Oh, I don't think it's the end of the world. Afternoon, Delta. How we doing? Great to see you. Discipline. Great to see you in the chat. BPN. What a nice couple of days, yeah. BPN, the mega bear. Right, I bet you have been just sat there like that, haven't you, the whole time? I bet you've just been sat there like that, rubbing your hands together. Yeah, it's been a pretty wild. Well, when you think about it, when you go on to Bitcoin, that is like just relentless, isn't it? So we're actually coming up to 2 weeks of pretty much just straight selling. Obviously we had this large bounce, but that was event fueled, wasn't it? That wasn't just organic market growth. That was obviously driven by Powell. But when you look at it there, and that you look at that 4-hour candle there, and that was nasty. But this has been nearly 2 weeks of just pure selling. Basically, every bounce has obviously been met with a sell. So it is getting on, to be quite a lengthy correction phase. 2 weeks without, this was obviously that was basically just one day, wasn't it? It was just one day. Basically just one 4-hour candle, really, when you look at it. And then obviously just drifting back down, but yeah. Took most profits this morning, but looking for a low still. Well, that's it. Yeah, what we want to do is obviously look for a low now. Obviously, we did get a hammer here. So for anyone who likes looking at the candlestick patterns, we did get a hammer come in earlier today here. But yeah, I don't know where you're looking, BPN, or anyone else. Let me know in the chat where you guys looking. But I think, yeah, I mean, in and around this zone, I think has high potential. But then, yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, well, if we do go below from there, I'm looking kind of down to 105-ish. Who's to say, we could go lower, couldn't we? We could still go lower than that as well. But I think at some point, obviously, you'll start to get calls of a bear market and calls of this and that, and then maybe that's obviously the point where we see the bottom formed. Just highlight that zone in and around kind of like 103, 102-ish. Looks quite nice to me as well. But yeah, I'm fully focused on this zone at the moment. See what happens from here on out. Good morning, Wiz. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Would be nice to get that low today. Yeah. Well, it's got to come at some point, hasn't it? At some point we'll get a bounce, and not like a bounce that we saw on Friday, which is just like one 4-hour candle and that's it. We'll get a bounce that might last. I suppose it depends on what type of bounce we're looking for. If we're looking for a bounce, new highs, then we'd be looking for, a consistent rally, wouldn't we? But at the very least, we should get some sort of corrective bounce to the upside. Pellin says we will probably get a low volume pump soon that will lure in more people to make bad trades. But the thing is, yeah, I mean, really, this has been, the past 2 weeks has either been you shorted and you just hold it, or you obviously, when we get some consolidation, you can see here, obviously, you long and then obviously you look to take profits quickly, or you just sell the bounces. Really, if you're in a swing trade from the top, you're laughing. Really, all you've had to do for the past near 2 weeks is hold it, isn't it? Or obviously you could be in the mindset of, I'm looking to, potentially scalp the longs for the bounces, or obviously let the price bounce and then hit it back down. Kaz has put a little cheeky bid at 106.027. Oh, yeah, that is quite cheeky, Kaz. Discipline says, personally, think we will get to 100k to 98k. Yeah. I mean, there's the potential there. There's the potential there. I mean, really, when you look at it on a daily, now this isn't reactionary at all. But you look at it on a daily. And you could definitely see kind of down towards that 100k level. You know, this is where obviously we had daily demand coming in. We could always go lower as well. You know, we could always go lower. You know, the past obviously 2 times we've broke all-time high and then consolidated this one and then this one. I won't count this one because that wasn't really a lengthy consolidation. That was kind of short-lived, weren't it? But these ones were obviously quite lengthy. You know, obviously I'm not calling for this, and I'm not, you know, saying that it's likely, but in the event we did get something like this, we could, you know, you could go down towards 90k, and then that would, you know, we could then still go up. That would basically just be repeating kind of what we've done here and here, wouldn't it? Where you just kind of have like a really deep, nasty flush out here, and then kind of just rip it up. We could get that. I mean, can you imagine the sentiment and the timeline if we did get that? If Bitcoin fell below 100k, my God, I think people would actually lose their heads. I think heads would actually be lost. But we wouldn't. We would be here, wouldn't we? We'd be here being the sensible ones, looking for the best place to jump in. John Brown, you legend. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Or you just follow Stonksy. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. And we are currently red. Currently looking at the 15-minute. But yeah, Stonksy's been absolutely superb. Been loving them 5-minute ones. Been absolutely loving it. Nick thinks that we're going up today. Chart up today. Yeah. Let's see. Where's have you jumped on? Have you jumped on football.fun yet? Football.fun. Can't lie. I like it, you know. I've been trading this pullback that they've had. I've gone and bought some players today. I love the concept. And I think it's got for where it's pulled back to. Obviously, it's not the best entry from like Friday or even Saturday, but I think it peaked at like 155 million market cap. It's down to like 60 odd, so pretty decent pullback. And I've decided to jump in there. I think it potentially has 10x at least. I really like the concept, and I think there's rumors of them doing an airdrop. Obviously just for playing the game. But if you jump on, I mean, there's plenty of players that have pulled back quite deep. But I mean, Izak looks so undervalued. If he gets the Liverpool move, his price will rocket, and I don't think that's really being priced in yet. Amazing how I called 108 for Like I think you were saying 108, wasn't you? BPN, like when we was like up here-ish. You've been saying it for a while, haven't you? It was like definitely in the 120s, wasn't it? When you were calling for 108, and Loki as well. I think Loki was saying like Loki's not here yet, but obviously Loki was another one. I think he was saying like maybe like 110, 109, something like that. Obviously when we was up there. Loki was in the stream yesterday though. He said he's still short from like 123 or 124. But I mean, ETH. The thing is with ETH, even when Bitcoin's down, I still don't think it really matters that much to ETH, does it? Because of the amount of money that's being poured into ETH. The amount of money that is going into ETH, I don't really think it matters too much. As long as obviously Bitcoin doesn't just fully shit the bed. Like obviously if the arse just falls out of it, then you know obviously it's not enough to support it. But with the rate at which it's being bought up, we could see Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin just hangs around, you know, if it pumps back up, we need to reclaim 112 really, and push back up. But even if it just hangs around, you know, the ETH flows could see it easy go back up here with Bitcoin really doing nothing. So yeah, I think ETH's one to watch. And again, 5 minutes has been just trading it beautifully. Been loving looking at that. I'm keen to see where this one goes. Currently, we're kind of flat, aren't we, on this? But I'm excited to see where this one goes throughout today. This green background. What else have we got? Let's flick through. So we've got XRP. I haven't charted XRP in ages. Probably one of the ones I need to redo and go and have a look at where it's at. Obviously Solana. Pretty interesting spot. Let's see. So we did discuss, didn't we? 185 yesterday. We did discuss 185, and there we go. The levels be leveling, guys. The levels be leveling. There we go, 185. We looked at 185 yesterday, and bang, there we go. So the levels are doing the jobs. The levels are doing the jobs. Let's pull that across because we are missing. What else we look at? I mean, memes are pretty interesting at this point, aren't they? I think they got absolutely smashed yesterday. Hype, just chilling. It's a beast, this thing, isn't it? I think this is just waiting for the market to pick back up. And I mean, with the look at it of just hanging around towards its highs, you would imagine that once the market picks back up, this thing would just be on a rocket ship by the look of it, considering that it's hardly dipped. Absolute beast. Do make sure you drop a big like on the stream now. Make sure you get it in. And of course, to those of you that aren't subbed, please do sub. Let's see what we're currently at. 14 likes. That's good going, to be fair. That's good going. Let's try and get it towards 20. Get it towards 20 likes if we can. Right. Let's see. What are you saying, Wizzo? Hype announcement about fees today, increasing their buybacks. Oof. Well, they're making a lot of money, aren't they? They're making a lot of money. They've got a team of like 12, and they're just absolutely ploughing just cash into the pockets. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's fantastic. Well, it's unbelievable, really, what crypto companies do compared to TradFi, innit? Like, you know, you look at Tether, just print billions and billions a year, and Tether's got a team of like 100 or something. And then you look at probably like a bank that does the same revenue, and they've got thousands, if not tens of thousands. It is pretty unbelievable. But yeah, Hype, just an absolute money printer, isn't it? It's just a money printer. Ton. I mean, you look at Ton. Ton's not really done anything in ages, has it? Is this? And you look at it. You know, others look very similar to this. Let me just remove all this. Others look very similar to this. If I go to the daily, you know, AVAX looks quite similar. I think there's quite a few that look like this, where they look like they're just obviously just trading range bounds. You know, this is obviously a clear range here where Stonksy's got support, resistance outlined. But, you know, they're just kind of ranging for coming up to about 6 months now. So a long, long time. Are these just reaccumulation zones? Is this just like a reaccumulation zone on Ton? And then, like I said, if we look at AVAX, you know, very, very similar structure, isn't it? Just, you know, clear range and just, yeah, been stuck in it since February. If we look at a lot of things, I imagine things are quite similar. Sui kind of. Sui's got a bit more volatility, obviously. But, you know, the premise is the same. You know, you've got resistance up here, haven't we, at like 412, that level we look at. And that's obviously where it's been banging its head on since January, February. So, I mean, everything does look quite interesting. I need to remap the levels on TAR as well. I haven't looked at that in ages. But yeah, I mean, look at Pol. You know, personally, I don't really know if Polygon is that relevant now. You know, considering we have Base. Arbitrum does a lot of the work for the L2s, done it. We've got Optimism. I don't know how much market share Pol has for the L2s, but and you look at it, same structure, isn't it? Just trading in a range, potential reaccumulation. Dupe, same thing. It does look quite interesting across the board. And then you get ones like this. So ARB, you know, obviously same structure. You know, you could copy and paste that onto AVAX, TON, a few of the others, couldn't you? But as you can see, ARB has broken that resistance now and flipped it to support. So is this kind of like a what do you call it? A fortune of the future or something? I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but tier, that's a piece of rubbish, isn't it? Unfortunately. OP, there we go. Same structure. So there's plenty of these that are looking, you know, mightily interesting, where they just look like they're in potential reaccumulation zones. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that wick on stacks there. Didn't know that had happened. Inge. When you just need to zoom out a bit, don't you? ENA is another one. So, you know, obviously was range bound, and then, you know, on the back of ETH's momentum, broke out. Again, is this kind of a front run of what's to come on other altcoins? You know, LDO, there's plenty of examples, obviously most of them tied to ETH. The graph, again, don't even know if this is still relevant, but it's one of the ones from last cycle. WorldCoin, Say obviously broke out quite a bit ago, didn't it, in June? But yeah, I mean, you know, you get the idea. This thing is, I have no idea about this thing. I don't know if I wouldn't even touch that with free money, I don't think, at the moment. Peso, SLF. So ZRO, another one. Obviously a wider range, but obviously we've separated them, haven't we, on stream before? So this is kind of ZRO's range. E-Gold, do you remember that little blast from the past? Doesn't really get talked about that much anymore, does it? But you know, still, again, what you could potentially consider an accumulation zone. So there's many altcoins that are showing signs of that, and obviously all it needs is the market to get a bit frothy, and they could all burst above that resistance point. It's just a case of patience in it, and obviously the market being in the right position. Now, Wiz, I did notice yesterday that Circle has come down close to that point, hasn't it? It's so close to that point. After us waiting weeks and weeks, and you know, like nearly 2 months, really. Yeah, 2 months. It's nearly there. The question is, are you going to bid it? I don't know. It could front run it, couldn't it? Mate, it could front run. I think obviously if the market turns, potentially it front runs going into this point. What are you thinking on Circle? You know, we've been waiting for this for bloody ages, haven't we, to come into this zone? I know I have anyway. Been very, very patient with it. Very patient. Been waiting for it to come back into here. I would obviously love just one more drop down into here, but I don't know if that's being greedy or not. I haven't made up my mind. MSTR is within this zone. MSTR was another one. I remember us highlighting this zone a while ago, and just patience, and it's finally come in there. Coin. Again, Coin's another one, isn't it? Where it's obviously got demand in here. But this point would obviously be max risk reward as a standpoint of looking for higher. So, starting to buy a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because obviously they're going to be hit with a negative on the revenue, aren't they, if we do get rate cuts in September. So obviously there will be a loss of value for them for the treasury bills, and then obviously that will be reflected onto USDC. So I don't know whether that will have much of an effect on it, but I think really that might just be an effect going into maybe next year or a bit of the longer term, obviously if rates start to come down quite a bit. this, you would imagine, just gets dragged along for the ride for the crypto market. So we make a U-turn on Bitcoin and it starts pushing back up and the crypto market gets dragged back up. Crypto related stocks, you would imagine, just get pulled along for the ride anyway. So maybe, the cutting of rates on its revenue might not matter overly much until potentially like next year or so. But yeah, I think I might do the same, to be honest. After waiting so long, the idea of missing out on it for the sake of, maybe like 5, maybe even 10%, doesn't really seem worth it when it's on the table there after coming down from $300. But yeah, do make sure you get your likes in, and I'll tell you what, for everyone that that's here, do me a favor, go and drop this YouTube link into a random Discord group or Telegram group. I'm just dropping it into TMG Trenches. So just dropping that, but yeah, please do drop a link if you don't mind. It would obviously get this stream out to more people, get us a bigger viewership. Scotty, anyone in any juicy trades? I mean, really, the juicy trades at the moment will be if you've shorted, wouldn't it? I don't think you can really have any juicy trades for longs at the moment unless they're freshly opened. Yeah, anyone in any juicy trades that they've shorted down? I mean, yes, but I suppose we could count it as a juicy trade if you've loaded up some hefty longs in and around these levels. Let us know. Are you in any juicy trades, Scotty? Are you in any juicy trades, my mate? I'm just looking at... Ooh. Ooh. What is going? Dave, who are you buying on football? At the moment, I've bought Salah and I've bought Isaac. I got a good deal on Salah, I bought Salah at... Salah's up massively now. Well, not massively, but I bought Salah at... What did I buy him for? I think I bought Salah at 60.6 or 0.61. He's up to 0.73 now in the past hour or two. And then I got Isaac at 0.15. Now Isaac's a bit of a more trying to front run play because obviously they just released him yesterday on there, so it's still quite low. But obviously we're still in Newcastle. But I'm thinking my plan is if he gets his move to Liverpool, you would think his price will just go. So really, I'm trying to front run the Isaac one. With buying Isaac up. I mean, even if he doesn't get his move, you would imagine he'd have to swallow his pride and he'll have to come back into the team where he'll be scoring goals. So that'll be good. So I've got them two at the moment, but today I'm going to go and pick up probably some Saka. I'm going to go and pick up some Cunha because obviously probably one of the best United players. And there's obviously a lot of United fans in the world. So I'm going to go and pick up some Saka because he'll play pretty much every week. I was going to pick up Gyökeres, but Arteta's weird, isn't he? So I'm thinking he'll probably swap between him and Havertz quite a lot. But I'm going to go and pick up some Saka. I'm going to go and pick up some Cunha. Who else is on there? So they obviously released some new players yesterday, I think it was, where they just went massively up. But yeah, I'm just going to pretty much, I mean, really, you can either work it where you could just buy like your favorite players or your best ones. Or really, like if you're looking at the game just exploding, most of the players will be dragged along for the ride as they was on the way up. But I think it's such a cool concept to me. I'm gutted I never got in it on Friday because I seen the guy tweet about it on Friday before like the players did like 10, 15, 20x, and I just never took any notice of it. So I'm refusing to do that this time. Now it's had a big pullback of like 70%. I'm going in on it. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do not do what I'm doing. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm going to go and pick up some more today and basically just load up today. And then because the market cap was at 63 million this morning, it's now up to 71. So it's up like 10% since this morning. So I don't know whether the pullback's done on it or what, but I think the concept is so cool. And obviously football, biggest sport in the world. It's potentially got big legs. I think anyway. Could be wrong, but it's a hill I'm willing to die on. So yeah. Do you get for rewards for how they do it? So you can enter. To be honest, I only actually downloaded the full game today. I haven't actually played anything, but I think they have tournaments, which I don't know if it's every game week or what, where they do that. But obviously the main money is in the main money is in obviously just buying the shares of the players and then obviously wanting them to go up, where it's obviously still in the early stages of the game. Honestly, I've seen people who put like a couple of hundred in and they turned it into like 10 grand or something over the weekend because the volume just surged on it and that much money flowed into it. But there is like there's a tournament every weekend, yeah, where you get rewards and then you can open packs and stuff. It's kind of like a mixture between fantasy football and then Ultimate Team a little bit. Do you get so? But really, I mean, what you want is the shares to go up. Now, the currency in the game is gold, but one gold is pegged to USDC. So you basically you can work it off that. Like obviously, one gold is one USDC. What's the link for that football? It's go in the Discord, James, and use my link. Go in the Stonksy Discord, and I put it in this morning. Use my referral link if you don't mind. I think we both get some discount on fees for using it. Same for you unless you've already created one. I'll send you on Discord now. I've sent you it on Discord. But yeah, I think it's quite a cool concept. I think it's quite a cool concept, and obviously I love football, so yeah. Currently, the total market cap of it is 70 million, but I think like the TVL is lower than that. Like the TVL is quite a bit lower. I think the TVL when I checked this morning was like 20 million or something. So potentially. It's built on base as well, so when you're depositing, you have to send in USDC on base. But I mean, as far as like a crypto game goes, I think it's probably the most exciting one because, I mean, most people love footy, don't they? But I mean, Yamal has had a crazy run. So I'll tell you what Yamal done. So on what's that? So the 23rd, so that was 3 days ago. Yamal was 77. Each share of Yamal was 77 gold. He went up to 4.2 2 days later. It's like a 6x, isn't it? And a lot of the players did that, like Salah. Salah on the 23rd was 0.2 and he went up to 1.9 by the 24th. Yeah. That's crazy. So I was so annoyed that I didn't take the time to look into it because obviously, yeah, the players have just skyrocketed. But they've pulled back a lot, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and buy some more today. Again, remember that is not financial advice. Yeah, let's look at some more crypto. But if you want to discuss that, we can get a little discussion about it going in the Discord after the stream if you want, James and Wiz. I like it. I like the concept, and I think it potentially has legs. Also, the key thing is they've been legally checked out. So the guy said, if you go on their Twitter, I'll show you the Twitter now. You just type in football.fun. But if you want to like do your own background check and stuff like that, this is it. But if you go on the follow, and this is the founder here, and he did an interview, you'll be able to, here it is, about obviously the licensing and the concerns of the licensing for the football. He said they've been checked out legally. They've even like been working with an ex FIFA employee to obviously double check like they're okay with the licensing and stuff. So it doesn't seem like they'll have any legal issues, which is obviously good to know. But Bitcoin is getting a nice bounce now. It's getting a very nice bounce, and ETH is ripping. There we go. So that's what we were talking about before. ETH is ripping. There we go. It's funny because in that game, everything's pegged to USDC, but naturally, I think it will just go along with the market. So we might just see, obviously, the price of players follow the market, even though it's in USDC. So it shouldn't really, because it doesn't matter. But obviously, with the market pumping, maybe that's why. Seen Aave. Anything ETH. Let's go and have a look at anything ETH. Link. Bang. There we go. Anything ETH. We'll just be going well now. Let's see. Aave should be in and around here. Woo! Nice recovery on Aave. LDO. Where's LDO? Or ARB? Yeah, ARB's doing it. ARB's doing it. Where's LDO? Here we go. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Aave typically is most of the time the strongest ETH beta, isn't it? I think most of the time. Oh, here we go. This is getting on to be a little bit of a squeeze. A little bit of a squeeze fest. And look at ETH go up nearly 3.5% already today. Just so strong. So strong. But yeah, please do make sure you drop a big like on the stream. And make sure you subscribe if you're not. Do make sure you sub. Be great to welcome you here every single day. I do go live every single day. And there we go. We were looking at ETH, wasn't we? And I mentioned that 5-minute green background before. Boom! There we go. Stonksy does it again. Exactly what I mentioned. Green background. We're looking for it. And bang, there we are. Things you love to see. There we go. Right, it's 1:45, so let's get the poll going in the chat. And let me know in the chat, do you think the bottom's in? Do you think that was the bottom for Bitcoin? Let me know. So what is it? 108,666.66. That's on Binance. That's quite fitting, that, isn't it? The fact that it's 666.66. Do you think that is the bottom on Bitcoin? Do you think that's it? And we're going to reverse now? Let me know in the chat. I'm just going to run to the toilet quickly. Dave, that was news, was it? Oh, is it news pump? What news was it? I didn't think we had anything till Friday with PCE. Unless, what was it? Oh, wait. Oh, Crow. I bet Crow is absolutely flying. Oh, yeah. Look at the Crow pump. My God. There we go. Stonksy does it again. Bang. Look at the Crow pump. Up nearly 30%. They seem to have a good relationship, Trump/World Liberty Finance and Crypto.com, don't they? Crow is absolutely flying. Save with Crypto. We'll be very, very happy with that. Look at it go. Is that it? Is that the reason for the rest of the market? They're launching a 6.42 billion Crow treasury, holding approximately 19% of the supply. Fascinating. Look at it go. Look at Crow go. Jesus. Save with Crypto will be creaming today. Everyone go tag Save with Crypto in the Discord and say check Crow. He'll be loving it. Does it need a VPN? Yeah, so yeah, it does actually. Yeah, I use. I think it's just. I think UK is banned on it, so I use Austria. I can't get past the Cloudflare part. I had that problem. What are you using, Dean, for it? What are you using to go on it? Because I was trying to get on it on using Base, you know, obviously formerly Coinbase Wallet, and it just wasn't doing the Cloudflare thing. So I used MetaMask, and it's fine. I don't know why. I don't know what. Let me know what you're using. But yeah, I was trying to use it with Base, and that Cloudflare, the verification thing, just wasn't working at all. Crow is flying. It's up 35%. So I used MetaMask in the end. US had some good news. No, it was economic, was it? I didn't even think we had anything important until Friday with PCE. Close that CME, yeah, potentially. I mean, look at Crow go. Right, I'm just going to run the toilet quick. I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm driving home in 10 minutes, says Save with Crypto. Mate, you'd be loving it. Look at Crow. You'd be absolutely creaming everywhere, Save. Crow's absolutely surging. It's up like 35%. Right. I use Malta, says Wiz. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't used a VPN in a while. I just had to use it to get on that game. Look at ETH go. Go on, ETH. Go on then, ETH. Stonksy does it again. Stonksy does it again. I have to use it for some exchanges. Yeah, well, to be honest, my my Surfshark VPN sub had ran out a couple of months ago, and I just didn't bother getting another one because I didn't really use it. But I just went on and got the monthly one for like £8 or whatever it is. Yeah, to obviously get on it. Look at Crow go. So Crow must be coming back to some historical levels here. Oh no. Yeah, it's back towards its December high. One of few altcoins to do that, isn't it? It's one of few altcoins to do that, Crow. You know, obviously, like, a lot of things have had decent pumps, but not many are back towards the December highs yet. And then obviously we zoom out, and then it's got quite a bit to go, obviously, until it gets towards like 80, 90 cents. But, you know, realistically, when we're looking at it, up towards 50. I mean, yeah, if it can clear this bit, if it can clear its December highs, Crow, and like obviously hold the momentum, then all this, you'd imagine, should be quite easy for it to retrace. Not really much there, is there? Maybe potentially we come into here and it finds some trouble. But I mean, yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's a great daily candle so far. I mean, the fact that it's a news pump does obviously unsettle me a wee bit. It unsettles me a wee bit. I didn't know it was a news pump until Wiz kindly told us. Bloody hell, your mal is surging. Your mal's gone from 1.3, 1.4 before to nearly 2 again. Right, what would you like me to look at? Hit me with your favorite altcoin and we'll have a look at it. Hit me with your favorite altcoin and we'll have a look. Make sure you do go vote in the poll as well. Let's see. So currently we've only got 7 votes on the poll. We've got a really good amount of likes, you legends. That's a really good like count. Thank you very much. But let's go vote on the poll. 69% think up. We're feeling bullish today, are we? We're feeling bullish. So how do you actually start? So you obviously have to deposit USDC. So it gives you like your own base address. If you go on home, I think it is, or where is it? I'm going. Oh no, if you click the gold at the top left, it'll then say, obviously, make sure you send USDC on base. It'll then give you a base address, and then you send the USDC into your base address, and then that will automatically convert it to gold. And then from there, you just go on transfers, and then you obviously can buy whatever players you want then from there. But you just have to be a bit careful because the players do have contracts, so you have to renew the contracts. But I think when you buy them, they get 4 games on them. Now, I don't actually know what happens if the players are out of contract. I don't know if that means that you can't sell them and you can't play them, or if they disappear, I don't know. But yeah, there's a couple of things that I've obviously not delved into yet, James, because I only downloaded it myself this morning. But I mean, really, yeah, obviously the buying the shares in the plays and stuff is probably what's most appealing to everyone. I mean, some are bouncing back like 10-20% since this morning already. fascinating, really. So yeah. Oh, Bitcoin's had a nasty retrace, hasn't it? That is a nasty retrace. What a dirty 5-minute candle that is. That's a dirty 5-minute candle. Slammed all the way back down. Still looking good though. I mean, I don't know about. I mean, ETH obviously looks a lot better than Bitcoin, but I mean, you do fancy Bitcoin to get a squeeze at some point. If we go and have a look at the heat map. Obviously, we got liquidity above, but really the 3-day is what I'm quite interested in on the heat map. I mean, yeah, it's just big liquidity, like 115 to 116k. And you look at the week, and there's nothing, like, it's just been taking, obviously, downside liquidity constantly, not really up. So, yeah, I think at some point it'll turn. Like, this is like the last time. Remember the last time we were looking at this, when we were looking at it for 120k to be ran, and it seemed like it was taking for ages, and then it just happened really quickly. Might just be the same. But Bitcoin's starting to work on getting back up on this 5-minute time frame now. Do. Yeah. What do you want us to cover next, guys? Let me know. What do you wish us to cover next? Let me know what altcoin you're most interested in the chat, and we will look at it. Just let me do this. Won't be a second. Won't be a second. Come on. I'm having a bit of trouble here with... What's going on? My Phantom's just not loading when I want to send something. Why is it doing that? Why is it not loading? There we go. Right, there's that done. Crow, yeah, Crow is moving mad. It's because of the news. Reapproach it December. I mean, really, when you look at it, Crow on daily, it's right in. It's come into that level, hasn't it? I mean, we've marked out this level bloody ages ago. But, you know, you look at it, it came in perfectly. Look at that, where I'd actually drew that line then. Top tick. Thing is, it's a news pump, so I don't know how safe it is for the whole time, but nonetheless, massive pump. I mean, Bitcoin's just consolidating lower time frame, isn't it? It's just consolidating lower time frame. Right, let's do this. I think open it. Desperados, how we doing, mate? What do you think about the S&P? We'll have a shot because of Lysa, or will it climb back higher because of positive reaction on? I don't know. I think the stock market is probably primed to just keep ripping, to be honest, in my view. I just think it probably just keep melting up, at least until the FOMC meeting. What about the 10% Intel news? Was there a reaction to that already? I don't know what Intel's done. So I'm guessing that was the Intel. Oh no, sorry. I remember us looking at this actually on stream with Wiz. I'm guessing this was the Intel pump, yeah, from like 19 up to 25. Yeah. I remember looking at that on stream. I think, didn't he say like he wants to get like as stake in as many companies as possible or something? I think he said, did he not say that recently? I think he did, didn't he? So, right. Let me just do this and do this. Send some in. Let's see. Right. I am just transferring some money over. Bear with. So yeah, I don't know whether Intel will have much more of a pump. I mean, it's obviously a very long-term stock, isn't it? You know, it's been around for ages, and it's fell off pretty brutally since obviously it's pumping 2021. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether there's much more of a reaction to come from it or not. Right, there we go. I'm sending some more bloody gold into here so I can scoop up some more players. Should have done it this morning, really, instead of doing it now, but there we go. Tap. How do we even view Tap now, Gary? Where do you view Tap? I really don't know. We have to view it on CoinMarketCap, maybe. 1.29k volume. The crazy thing, look at that. Back in 2022, the volume was like a couple of $100 a day, if that. It went up to 7 million. I really don't know. still not back to them lows, like, is it? You know, it's still got like it would have to drop like another 50% to get back to them lows, but I really don't know, because I don't know, are they like are they pushing for it to like get listed anywhere, or I haven't kept up to date with like what's gone on with the actual company and stuff. There was some Trump news, yeah, I think, but he wants like to accumulate shares in a lot of companies. I think how's the stream account going? Oh, I blew it up. To be honest with you, I blew it up. Right, have I got my gold? Let's see if I've got my gold in here now. Oh, I have. Oh, I have. What's Salah doing? Let's see. Right. I think I want to go and buy some more ETH. So let's go and buy another 300 of that. Let's go and buy another 300 of ETH. Let's go and get some. Where's Saka? I want to go and get Saka. Let's get Saka. What did he go up to? 0.4. I tell you, I want to pick up some Cunha. Probably big on United players, aren't they? I don't know. I'm not sure. No, I don't really know. Don't waste your money on Cunha. I know, yeah. Probably not. I'm just thinking because he's United player. Who else is down? Let's see. Who else could we buy a decent wedge off? What did Van Dijk go up to? 0.9. It's not bad. Who else could we get? I've made my play on. Oh, Gyökeres is pumping up. He was at like 0.15 when I was looking before. He's now at 0.18. João Pedro. He was at 0.13 when I was looking before. I'm going to buy some of him. He was at like 0.13 when I was looking before. He's now at 0.16, but I'm still going to go and get some. So how much gold have I got left? 646. I do think Isaac is a good play. Like, I kind of want to get some Saka. If Isaac gets that move to Liverpool, then you'd imagine that he would just absolutely skyrocket, wouldn't you? Is this budget neutral way of accumulating Bitcoin? I really don't know. I don't know. When they say budget neutral, I don't actually know what that means. Like, I know obviously it means that they're not going to allocate like more debt into buying Bitcoin, but yeah, like, are they going to find ways to maybe like cut costs to buy Bitcoin? Or yeah, I really just don't know. Just coming in. Yes, Johan, how we doing? Should we go crow or ignore it? Personally, I mean, it's not financial advice, but personally, I would never buy news pumps. Scotty says, has TMG given away the Bruce Wayne Rolex yet, Dave? Do you know what? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea about that Rolex. Yeah, I really don't know. Honestly, I wish I could tell you, but I have no idea. I'm not too sure, Scotty. Right, I've just gone and bought more Isaac. I've got 346 left. What can I go and get now? Let's see. Who could I go and get? Haaland down quite a bit. Maybe I'll go and buy some Haaland. Go on then. There we go. Right, that's done. Agree, but with Trump, maybe quick opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go and see what the Mag 7 are doing. So Nvidia is up a little bit pre-market. It's up to a 186.5. Apple is down to 226.91. Meta is down to 74997. Microsoft 501. Amazon down a bit. Tesla, kind of a mixed bag. I think most of them look like they're down, don't they? Most of them look like they're down. I mean, big day tomorrow. Obviously, Nvidia earnings tomorrow after market. So the market might be a bit shaky tomorrow. Just be aware of that. Particularly towards the close, because Nvidia earnings are coming out after market close tomorrow. I don't get it, as the contracts only last 4 games, and you have to buy new shares again. So you have to make a profit over that 4 games, otherwise you lose. No, you just give them new contracts, James. You give them a new contract. Each new contract is like 3 gold or 4 gold. I think it's, yeah, you just give them a new contract. The mechanics on it is a bit strange. It is a bit like technical, but yeah, you can add new contracts to them. So for instance, if I go on one of my players now, let's see. If I go on one of my players, hang on. So yeah, you go on, obviously, you go on squad. You go on squad, then contracts. So you got 4 matches remaining. And then I think the more shares you have of them, the more gold it is to give them a contract per match. Like my Isaac is like 6 gold to add another match, but they've got 4 matches on them, so you know that's like a month, innit? Yeah, my Salah's 3 gold, 71. So I think the more shares you have of a player, the more gold it is to give them another thingio. It's another match, but yeah, you just give them obviously more thingio. And I don't think you lose them, or they go into expired. I'm not exactly sure what the mechanics are on it, but yeah, you won't lose them as long as you obviously renew the contracts. But again, I'm gonna have a deeper look into it today. Right. What's ETH? So yeah, ETH, Bitcoin. USDT dominance has come down a bit since yesterday, which is obviously good to see. That's a thing that we've looked at quite a lot. All seems interesting, unless I mean I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about it. I think the concept is brilliant, and yeah, I mean, I'm kicking myself. I never got into it when I first seen about it on Friday, but you know, that's how it is, isn't it? So just trying to take advantage of the pullback. If you believe that it's got legs, then I mean, it could go as high as anyone wants. The fact that it's obviously football, and I think I don't know if it's actually confirmed or not, but I think there was like someone said about they're going to do an airdrop, obviously for people that played the game. I don't know whether that's this year or next year or what, but you know, with that obviously on the line as well, you just don't know, do you? But I think it's it's definitely a really interesting concept. I mean, the thing is, James, if you can catch the new releases. So yesterday they released 10 new players. There was Isaac, Hoinson, and some, and they come on the market at like 0.01 or 0.02 gold, and like literally all of them went straight up to like 0.2. So people got like an instant like 10x or like 5x or whatever, how you catch it. So if you can catch the new releases as well, then you're laughing, really. But yeah, Bitcoin heading into US Open. Let's see where we're at. Got 58% on the poll after 24 votes. So thank you to everyone who voted on the poll. Let's end that now. Dread says, where do we stand, mate? All in or wait? I mean, where are we? I think we're at quite a key point, in my opinion. This is quite like a key pivotal point here, I think, as we're coming into, obviously, this consolidation block that we had that led to, you know, obviously the impulse up to all-time highs. I've paired with the 2024 high, which is just below that we haven't tagged yet. I think it's quite a key point now. You know, if we break, as long as we hold this, I think it's looking quite good. And not bad. Obviously, we need to reclaim 112k at some point, but as long as we hold here, I don't think it's that bad. If we break down below there, I think we could go to 105. We could obviously even go down to towards 100, which is something we've looked at, or below. You know, we could obviously, depending on how strong the correction is, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the market rally's over at all. It would just be obviously be a corrective phase. But I think as long as we hold this area, I think, yeah, I'm looking for positive signs in the market, but again, you know, remaining cautious because of the strength of the sell-off. So to answer your question, obviously I can't, because I can't give you any financial advice, nor do I have a crystal ball. But yeah, I think, you know, as long as you kind of manage your risk and stuff, I do think that this is kind of a pivotal zone. So I'm leaning on the side that it would hold this, but again, yeah, we just don't know this, whether the strong sell-off's going to continue, do we? Pepe said Pepe. So Pepe, the meme himself, has said Pepe. So that, we must have to go and have a look at Pepe. We haven't really looked at any memes, actually. Maybe we could scour through a couple of memes. So Pepe just pulled it up. We are in daily demand. We're at daily support, which is obviously a good sign. Ideally, obviously, we wouldn't want to break through this on Pepe. Otherwise, we may be heading down towards here. But yeah, as long as we hold this grey area here, which we've had highlighted for a while now, I think it's not looking too bad for, obviously, at some point, playing a rally to the upside. Whether that's back up to here, or obviously into key high time frame resistance, which is here. Something obviously we've been waiting on a while is Pepe to come and break here, which I would then think it would take it towards this zone. But it's at daily support. We could drop below here. Obviously, we could even go, you know, if we could even go lower than that. You know, we could potentially drop to there. Who knows? But obviously, currently we're looking at it and it's at support. So yeah, let's have a look. Fartcoin has just been absolutely pummeled, hasn't it? Maybe the hot air is gone from Fartcoin, but yeah, I don't know. It's fell out of its region that I was quite interested in looking at. Let me pull that down because yeah, it doesn't need to be all the way up there. So yeah, Fartcoin, yeah, it's broken out. It's broken down below daily support. Now we could obviously come and bounce here, where we've bounced in the past, down at 7.2, or we are ultimately awaiting an SR retest, aren't we, of 60 cents. We are ultimately awaiting an SR retest of 60 cents, which you would imagine first time you would like to think that it holds on Fartcoin. Pump is doing quite interesting things. If we go to the 4-hour time frame on Pump, maybe give us a bit more data. Yeah, I mean, Pump again. A lot of these, obviously got their own narratives, but also tied into the overall market. But I think this zone looks quite good on Pump. Obviously, we've already tested it on Friday, testing it again today. I think this zone looks quite good on Pump for it to hold. If you want me to look at any memes in specific, let me know. So Fartcoin has had the shit knocked out of it. It seems so, yeah. It seems like it's had its bubble popped a bit. That's what it seems like anyway. It's got SPX. Wow, this thing has retraced a lot, hasn't it? Whoa. This thing has done a deep retrace. Holy cow. Holy cow, man. Again, I think this zone looks good. Just looking at it straight there, this zone looks good on SPX. For a bounce, potentially. Ultimately, maybe a retest back into here. You would like to see hold this SR zone here. Again, but, I mean, that is quite a strong sell-off, isn't it? So, yeah, that's quite a strong sell-off on SPX. I didn't realise it had pulled back like nearly 50%. But, yeah, I mean, coming into quite a key zone here, but then it does have, obviously, SR down here. I mean, the rally itself has been phenomenal, hasn't it? You know, it did like nearly a 10x from the bottom, so you can't really complain, but... Let me know in the chat. What are we feeling? What memes is everyone interested in? It's something that we don't really talk about too much in the chat, but what memes is kind of everyone holding or got their eyes on? Do. Crow is going parabolic, says Hangman. Yeah, it had a good news pump Crow had a good news pump. Really good news pump from Trump. Floki, that's one I've not heard in a while, Johan. Chippy, of course, says John Brown. Doge. Yeah, I haven't heard about Floki in a while. That one did mega numbers last cycle, didn't it? Like mega numbers. We haven't got long to go. We've got 4 minutes to go until US Open. Swift coin. SWFT coin. Never heard of that, Hangman. Never heard of it. Let's see how it opens today. The S&P itself obviously got a bit of a sell-off from where it pumped up to on Friday, which is expected considering obviously it's a super large asset. It's not just going to pump and pump and pump and pump, but it's kind of hanging around, yeah. I mean, really, Bitcoin hasn't been taken too kindly to stock market strength. It's mainly just been focusing on the weakness, really. So it's not been pumping alongside the stock market, but then dumps alongside it. Pellin says GOAT. Yeah, I remember GOAT actually. I remember GOAT when it first kind of come around. Right, we are just under a minute away from US Open, so let's scroll down to the 1 minute chart. And get ready. Who's ready to hear the bell? Make sure if you haven't already, drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. We get your comments in, keep your comments coming in, guys. And do remember, if you're feeling so kind, do share the stream link in a Telegram, Discord group, on your Twitter, whatever it is. But there we go. So we are open for business. Let's see what we're going to get. Yes, Jennick, how we doing, mate? You've been away in Scotland. Nice, mate. Have you had a good time? You had a good time. So we're currently falling down as it stands. S&P's had a nice 1 minute candle on open. Being well received by Bitcoin. It's a nice reaction. Very nice. ETH just giga taking the move. ETH is just like on the ball constantly in it now. 107k. Oh, Pelin. You're looking for lower, are you? Okay. Johan, up we go. Yeah, it was a nice open candle, that, wasn't it? It was a nice open candle. And there we go. Full retrace. The S&P is continuing on up, though. And that's what we're talking about. The Bitcoin just isn't grabbing onto that positive stock market momentum. Not yet, anyway. Yes, Nick. How many likes are we on? Let's see. How many likes did we achieve? 25. That's a good amount of likes, that. It's a good amount of likes. Thank you very much. I'm humbled by your likeage. If you can say that. I'm humbled by your likeage. Thank you. Means a lot. Sending USDC on basis. Do you think so? I haven't really found an issue with it. Why do you think so, James? I just sent it from BLOFIN. I mean, yeah, if you don't already have some on there, then obviously you got to go to an exchange and then from there, Thingio. But I just sent it from BLOFIN. I can't get this game to work, lol. Are you using a VPN, Dean? Are you using a VPN? You can't get on it if you're using UK IP address. To get ETH for gas fees to pay for the base is free, isn't it? It's free. I think it's mostly free anyway. So I suppose it depends on where you're using it, but I think like there's literally no cost on base. Everywhere I send from base is free. Well, actually, from Coinbase it's free. I think if you're sending from BLOFIN, you don't need ETH, do you? Why did you not just do it from a Thingio, from an exchange? Yeah. I don't know. What have you tried? What are you trying to load it on, Dean? What are you trying to load it on? Phantom won't allow without ETH gas fees. That's annoying. Annoyingly, had to bridge both USDC and ETH from ARB. God, that sounds like too much work. I just no, yeah, no. Guess your laptop. I mean, like, what are you trying to load it on browser wise? Are you trying like on? I don't know. What are you trying to load it on? Like, I've done it just from MetaMask on the browser on MetaMask, and it's been fine. Just try that. That would make, yeah. Nelly. You can ask anything you want. You can ask anything you want. It's an open floor, of course. Perplexity Comet is the only browser you need MetaMask on there. I'll have a go at that. We'll have to re-download MetaMask. Really? Don't have MetaMask? Fair enough. To be fair, I can't remember the last time I used MetaMask. What do you think about Pepe? We did actually look at Pepe before, but for you, Nelly, I will go over it again. Please do just make sure you drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're not. Pepe, I mean, really, with these things, I think we're better off just looking at the higher time frame, aren't we? So currently, it's at support. It's at current daily support. Now, it has obviously been testing the extremities of that yesterday and today, but it's still in there. So as long as it holds this grey box, I think it looks all right. There is obviously danger levels down to the downside. So if it was to break down, I think here would be a natural look for the price, and then potentially down to here, depending on how strong the sell-off would be. But then as we're looking to the upside, yeah, from here we could target the lower highs. So you could target, maybe here, potentially obviously up here. But really, if you're looking at the bigger picture, this high time frame resistance here is obviously where we'd be wanting to break. So, obviously it's you want it to go up for me. Obviously, if you're a Pepe holder or you're long on Pepe, whatever, you want it to go up for me. Obviously, there is a chance we could go down, but currently we're at support. So, really, we're probably relying on a market upturn as well. We want Bitcoin to start moving to drag the rest of the market up with it. I mean, really, it will probably find some resistance in here. So that's probably a logical place here. And then, if we get above here, then into high time frame resistance. And then from there, I've been just waiting for this for ages. It's to obviously get above this resistance point here and trade into here, which would be about a 32% move from there. So yeah, just kind of level to level. Do want to point out, obviously, nothing in this stream is financial advice. It is obviously purely educational and discussion worth. But yeah. I don't know if you can use Uniswap wallet for it. Maybe you can. I don't know. What underwear are you wearing? Do you know what, James? Actually, none. Just got my my cotton shorts on. Look at the monthly chart. There's no point. I mean, I'll look at the monthly chart, but there's no point. All the information is right there on the daily. I can't. Yeah. I mean, the monthly chart. There's nothing really I can pull from the monthly chart that I can't pull at the daily. That doesn't really tell me much, to be honest, apart from we're just obviously having bigger rejection from the upside. So, any upside momentum is not being held currently. That's all that's telling me. But really, the information comes from the daily for me. So, yeah. You think long-term it will go massive up? Could do. I mean, what would it be to all-time high from here? So like just under a 3x. Yeah, just under a 3x to all-time high, which was probably, I mean, I don't know, but I would estimate probably around like this 8 billion, maybe 10 billion mark. 3x from here sounds good. You would take that all day long, wouldn't you? Don't know. I mean, I don't know about like how high it could go. That's just all theoretical in it, and I suppose it just depends on how bullish you are on Pepe and memes and obviously the overall market. But yeah, I mean, Pepe looks all right. I think another one that was looking quite juicy actually was Bonk, but I haven't really kept up with Bonk. Let's see. Yeah, so Bonk was at that point in there, wasn't it? Yeah. Let me get rid of these. So we dropped below on Bonk, which means we're kind of wedged. Something I potentially would look out for is there on Bonk if we do go lower. That's obviously nice SR. But if we reclaim on Bonk, if we reclaim, then you reclaim here, then start looking up to there. And then if we get back above there, start looking up to there. Pretty easy. Everything's just kind of like level to level at the moment because things have fell off so much. Just finished a call and I'm free for a bit if you wanted. Yeah, jump on. Yeah, I'll only be on for another 20 minutes, but yeah, jump onwards if you want. Of course, mate. I'll fire you it over now. There we go. What regions is it allowed in? I don't know, to be honest. I use Austria. I don't know. I use Austria, so yeah. I think it will soon. Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully it does if you're bullish on it. Yeah, I mean, I hope you get the most out of it. I really do. Hey!
Hello. How are we?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm a little bit quite happy. I just had a nice trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can't really complain. It's been a fun few days. I sold a lot of Ethereum at near 5,000.
Yes.
I have bought some back at the bottom of the candle. So I have played both sides, and Hyperliquid is nuts, isn't it? 6%.
Yeah.
A lot of green on alts.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for them to turn around, does it?
Nah, and Pump doing quite well as well.
Yeah.
I actually made a video about Pump yesterday, and I drew out a level, and it has bounced off of the level and gone straight up to the level that I had mapped out. So, not that I had any financial interest in it, but as you know, Dave, I like being right, and that's half the fun of charting stuff, is being right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely it, mate. Funny thing is, I actually follow a guy on Twitter who gave his followers the heads up a couple days before ETH got to towards 5k, saying like he was going to front run the 5k tag at 4.9 and just start twapping the price down, and he sold $65 million worth of ETH.
Class. I love that.
And just single-handedly walked the price down like with his twap. Epic.
Honestly, Dave, if I was like mega minted whale, I would just mess around with prices so much. I'd just be like the dodgiest man around. Just
oh yeah, he loves it, this guy.
Yeah, it's that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, there we go. Are you making some trade or just watching? Just watching the price today. Yeah. Not personally doing any trading today. Just having fun watching the price and having fun playing some football.
Yeah. Who have you bought then? Who have you got in your?
Mate, have you seen some of them today? Have you seen some of them
No,
that have bounced back? So Mbappe has gone from 1 to 1.5 in the past like couple hours. Kane.
I love that.
Kane has bounced back solidly. Kane's gone from 0.5 to 0.8. I've
What?
bought so far. I've bought a lot of Isaac because I'm trying to front run Liverpool getting him because I think he's so underpriced because he's not playing at the moment and he's obviously still at Newcastle. He's 0.146, which is like so low. But if he gets his Liverpool move, I mean the rally on that could be massive. But I've got Salah, some João Pedro, and some Haaland as well.
Yeah, because you get contracts on them, don't you? So I was looking, and it was you had like contracts. I'm going to pull it across onto my monitor actually. So
you have to give them. You have to give them
your beautiful face.
You have to give them contracts to after, like, obviously before they expire and stuff. I don't know what happens if the player expires. I think maybe you just can't maybe sell them, or you obviously can't play them in the tournaments. I don't think you'll lose them, 'cause that would just be a stupid game mechanic.
Tell you what, it's rallying a little bit, isn't it? Because when I bought this morning, the market cap was like 60 million. It's now what, 63?
Yeah. Well, it peaked at 155. I'm in so much pain with. Do you know when I said about when I seen it on Friday, it was at 20 million.
Oh mate,
I'd have got like a 10x across the board.
I think I'm up on some of the players I've bought. Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah.
So who have I bought?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely think that the total market cap of it could easily do a 10x from here.
Yeah,
I think like 700 million for how big football is. And remember, that's not TVL. That TVL is obviously different. That's just like the total market cap of the players in the game and what they're worth and stuff. But the TVL's low. Like the TVL is. The TVL's only, like, I had a look on June. I think the TVL's like around 20 million, which we know in crypto is peanuts.
Yeah. So who have I bought? So I have bought Alexander Isak.
Yes.
I have bought Rafael Leao.
Oh,
he seems cheap. I have bought some Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Foden was really cheap. I know he's not playing at the moment, but Foden was quite cheap. Trent was really beaten down, so I bought some Trent. David Raya in net, Mohamed Salah, and Ola Aina.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I think. I mean, really, the thing is, obviously, the big players will obviously get their own pumps. Like, you know, if I'd have bought Mbappe instead of Salah, then I'd probably be up by like another 40% now. But I think generally what you're looking for is obviously just adoption of the game and money flowing into the game, because it will just rise. You know, it will lift all boats. So I don't 100%. Think long term it probably doesn't have too much of a difference who you get.
Dean Huijsen, you know, the former Bournemouth guy, up 2,500%.
Yeah, because what they did yesterday was they released 10 new players, and they come out at market for like 0.01 or 0.02. So like I seen people on Twitter just posting like they'd bought Huijsen, Isaac, João Pedro and stuff, and like instantly got like a 10x on them.
Who's the cheapest then?
So really, like if they release anyone, you want to try and be hot on them new releases, because you know that's like instant cash basically. Bitcoin is taking a big old dump. Surprise, surprise.
Let's talk football. I'm not bothered about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I've not got any trades. I closed my ETH. I'm sitting quite pretty. I've not even looked at stocks.
It is a game called football.fun on Base, cryptogenic. Remember, nothing that we're discussing in the stream is financial advice. It is just purely entertainment and discussion based. But I'll fire you over the link if you want to take a look at it, Genic. Give us a sec. I'll fire it here on. I'll fire it here on Telegram. Sorry, on Discord. There you go. But yeah, I am pretty excited by it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the most excited I've been about something in.
Certainly something fun, isn't it? Like, I think that's what crypto's missing. Is like, there's not been a whole lot of fun. Like, you obviously had the meme coin fun, but like, that was fun that turned bad pretty quickly. Whereas this, like, I don't know, if it gets it right, I think this will be interesting. And I look at it also from the other lens of the fees are quite high, which makes me hope that they don't just pocket the fees and that the fees are actually used to help reward the ecosystem. Because if you were able to get a reward for what your players do, that's a good point, actually. I'm going to find the FAQ. Did someone say they had it?
Yeah, James posted it in the Stonksy Discord. For what I think, is the tournament. So the last tournament was from the 15th to the 20th of August. You then earn tournament points, which you then open packs with.
Saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
So the
packs are out now. So there's a pro pack, an epic pack, and then a legendary pack. But obviously, I've got no tournament points.
Oh, so you also get some tournament points, I think, if you hold any NFTs that are in the collection.
Right.
So, yeah, because connecting these collections can result in a reputation boost through demonstrating a history of holding Web3 assets from sports games and other products. And they've got Pudgy Penguins on there, they've got CryptoPunks, they've got Miladies, they've got Moonbirds.
Yeah, because I saw on the Twitter that they partnered with Moonbirds.
Yeah, Bored Ape Yacht Club. I've not got a Moonbird, but I know a few people who've been buying them.
Yeah, no, I don't have any NFTs really. Honestly, if that here we go from Romano on Isaac will hit like crack to my Isaac holdings. I swear, if he gets the move before the end of the window, his price will skyrocket. I'm
just gonna be really lazy
he'll instantly be one of the best players in the game. Like, currently he's so undervalued because he's obviously not playing at Newcastle and he's not got the move. But if he does, it's obviously a gamble. But if he does, it could be massive payoff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Currently, Bitcoin dumped down, but he's actually recovering quite well. Let's have a look what's going on ETH. ETH isn't so much, so I'm guessing Bitcoin is wrestling some market share back from it.
How do tournaments work then? Let's have a look. Oh, here we are, Dave. Right.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. So if you're playing it outside of the speculation, you essentially get, so for the tournament they distribute points, and so if you've got players who are a little bit under the radar who earn points, you'll get more of a share of those points. So that's where it might be quite interesting. Like, you've got the speculative assets of the big names, but I think being quite tactical about going for sort of the cheaper names who are going to earn you more points would be an interesting one. So yeah, goalkeepers score highly for clean sheets, saves, claiming the ball, and some for good distribution. Defenders who get a clean sheet and make a lot of tackles, interceptions whilst contributing to the build-up play will perform better than a defender who got a clean sheet. Midfielders are expected to make a strong overall to the game, so midfielders might be an interesting one. Okay. And then, yeah, so there's the point system here. So I found the scoring system. So that is, there's a massive chart that basically says like what they get and what they lose for. Okay. This will be interesting. I will. I'm going to ask Comet to summarize it because there's a lot here. Yeah, so it might be interesting. I like Ola Aina. I have him in my fantasy team because he scores quite a lot of points and he's really cheap.
Yeah.
What's happening? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I've not even looked at the market. What's your thoughts on it? To me, everything looks a bit boring, but
yeah. I mean, I think Bitcoin is in kind of a bounce zone if it can hold above 108. But I mean, yeah, I think
that price action on ETH is miserable, isn't it? That thing has been walked up to close the Monday drop, and then it's just been walked very swiftly back down. That is,
yeah.
Oh, some people are going to be.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
It's,
I think as long as it holds, if Bitcoin can hold above 108, then I think it doesn't look as bad as maybe people think. But I think below there we could cascade down towards 100, maybe below.
Yeah, we are basically just ranging now, and I think
Yeah.
I was discussing with our friend Justin this morning about where ETH will go, and we were both saying we think it will consolidate for a bit in a range.
Yeah, that's what I said before on stream. I was like if you just zoom out, this is kind of
keep the receipts.
Yeah, this is kind of just one range now, isn't it? Like, you know, that is just one range as the last one was. So I think, yeah, it could do a few weeks in here before, just reaccumulation. Unless, of course, these nutty people, these sailor of Ethereum guys just start unloading billions into the market again.
Okay, yeah, it'll be interesting. I think I don't think this is the end. I think it'll be a lot of manipulation. For me, it's the type of thing now where I'm looking at it. I'm like, we've just had quite a rapid expansion, so I can't see it being a rapid and violent expansion immediately. For me, this screams like the time where I like these times where you can just sort of just trade in a range and accumulate. Like this is the type of stuff where the Stonksy bot will do very well because you're just gonna be flipping long and short and just trading ranges, and stuff like grid bots like that. Like Link is a prime example. Link is basically just trading between $23 and $26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like you can just get either side of it. Solana or
what do you know much about this ghost month? I've seen people mentioning this ghost month thing.
What's a ghost month?
I don't know. Like I've seen people saying like there's like a ghost month in the markets each year, and apparently we're in one. I don't know.
It's not any. Let me have. Okay, yeah. So here it is, Dave. So. Ghost month in crypto trading refers to the period in the Chinese lunar year. Yes, so it's lunar trading. Specifically the seventh month, typically around August to September, which is considered a time of bad luck in Asian culture. Also, there's no direct economic or fundamental reason for its effects. The psychological impacts on traders is significant, especially in Asia. That probably explains why Asia decided to shit the bed this morning.
They've been shitting the bed the whole move down.
they can't hold it for. They've got wasabi hands.
Yeah, they can't get to the toilet.
Yeah, so for 2025, Ghost Month runs from August 23rd to September 21st. It is rooted in the belief that ghosts roam the earth during this month, and people in many Asian countries avoid important financial decisions and investments, leading to decreased risk appetite and more profit taking. In crypto, the effect of this is lower liquidity, trading volumes are lower. Bitcoin and major cryptocurrencies have experienced sharper pullbacks in the ghost month, with the average decline of 21.7% since 2017. Sell-offs and flash crashes may occur not because of fundamentals, but because of collective caution and reduced trading activity.
Oh,
It's I've
never heard of it before. I've never heard of it before, but I just
I
seen
knew
it
that
creeping up.
people traded lunar cycles because that's been spoken about a little bit. I didn't know
Yeah.
about the ghost month, but yeah, that is interesting. I mean, you seem like a man, Dave, who is a little bit haunted, haunted
I've
by
got,
missing out on football.fun.
I've got some. Yeah, all right. Honestly, I said on stream yesterday, I was like, the amount of things that I've had similar to that, where I've like, oh, seen this thing and it just 10x, and I just never did anything about it.
It's
I
been
said
your
like the
ghost
amount of
month,
things.
hasn't it? You faded Ibiza
Yeah.
final boss. You faded football fun.
Don't.
Did you fade the ethereum pump on Friday, or did you have an interest?
No, but I was looking at it as it was at its highs. Like I didn't
Nice.
short it, but I was on TradingView and I seen it at like 4,950. And
I'm haunted. I had a 500x long open just before Powell spoke, and I was up 400%.
yeah, because you was on stream, wasn't you, with me on Friday?
Yeah. I put it on the stream, and then I was like, it's actually a sizable position at 500x. Do I want it on when Powell speaks? Not particularly. And do you know what the worst bit is? I moved the stop loss into profit rather than to break even, and it came down. It clipped my stop loss and then sent. So if I'd have moved it to break even, I'd have done quite well. But it paid for beers on Sunday, so I can't really complain.
Yeah.
And it's given me some ammunition to play football.fun. This is going to be my new obsession now.
Honestly, I'm hooked on it. I think that the possibilities, especially if they're going to do an airdrop for playing the game, like the possibilities though on like how much money could flow into this are like genuinely mad.
So you can join teams. Do you have a team, Dave?
No, but just alone today, the market cap was 63 million. It's now up to 75 in the past, and that only started like an hour or two ago. The only thing is, I can't find anywhere where it can kind of tell you your P&L. Like, it tells you obviously your holdings and stuff, but that includes what you've put into the game. I kind of want to know my overall P&L, which I don't know how you find.
I want some tournament points, but you can't get them for a while. Actually, can I claim? Oh, yeah, you can. Have you connected wallets and discords, etc., Dave, to get your
points?
But
they're not tournament points, they're skill points.
Oh, what's the difference?
I don't know. I don't know what skill points do. I'm still yet to find it out. Because you have objectives, don't you? Oh, yeah, So I've got a couple things to claim there, actually.
So I've just claimed a load of skill points.
Yeah, I don't know what the skill points do. I'm currently level 3.
Reach 30k squad value. You putting 30k into this, Dave?
No, but I would love to get 30k from what I've put in. Like, that'd be great. I would welcome that. Yeah, do the 10x on the game, and I'll probably have roughly that. Yeah, from what I've put in so far. James, it is the gold. So the gold tokens in game, 1 gold is 1 USDC. So you can just think of it as USDC, but yeah, 1 gold is 1 USDC. So whatever figures you see, you can just convert it to dollars straight away, pretty much. That's what the market cap. But the market cap that you see on there is, I think, the value of all the players and all the shares. I don't think that's the gold. I think that's like the value of all the players, obviously, like for the shares that people have bought and got in them and stuff. You can actually view the analytics on June, though, if you want to see, like, because I had a look this morning, was on June. Should have a look. I'm going to check it like throughout the day now. But when I had a look this morning, there was 3.5 million in gold sat in game in people's accounts, just waiting to be spent.
Nuts.
So yeah,
I don't know whether Kane's rocketed today, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I should have bought Kane.
I wish I'd bought Kane, because when we looked earlier, yeah, he's doubled in price since this morning. I can't justify it. I sort of, you know what? Haaland feels really cheap. Like,
I've bought some Haaland before. I bought 300 gold worth of Haaland, yeah. Because I thought, He's the best goal scorer in the league. He's just like obviously not fashionable because that's all he does. But I bought some Haaland. But yeah, my biggest holding at the moment is Isaac, and I'm just kind of playing the gamble. Honestly, once you get the here we go, that could news pump massively. That could get like an instant like 5 to 10x on him.
You know what? Some of the cheaper players at the bottom feel to me like, I mean, some of them are mad cheap. Like I look across,
they could be ones just to hoover up in the effect of obviously just the game rockets. Do you know what I mean?
Like Foden feels really cheap. I know he's not playing at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought Cunha, because obviously there's a lot of Man United fans in the world, isn't there? And Bueno. You know, there's a lot of Man United fans in the world who'll probably just want to buy a United player, even though they're obviously not the best players and stuff. But, you know, like Cunha could, I think I'm going to buy some.
And South American players as well.
Yeah, well, obviously Salah, you know, best Muslim player in the world. So, you know, obviously has like a big connection worldwide, doesn't he? For that reason, obviously, aside from playing for Liverpool.
Ultimately, yeah, you just want to find players who are going to earn.
Yeah, it is BTN. Yeah,
points.
it's on base. It's built on base. Yeah, it is. It's on base. Base actually tweeted it out, I think yesterday or something. Actually, where is it? Let's see.
Saka's really cheap. Does no one want Saka then?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some Saka today. I don't know why no one's bought Saka, because the thing with Gyökeres is Arteta will probably rotate him and Havertz a lot, where Saka, you know, is gonna play like near enough every game that he can. Yeah, Base tweeted it out yesterday. Look, app season because it's surpassed like Euro and everything for revenue.
Yeah, they're going to make a lot of money on the fees, which makes me think if they actually do it right and you get a load of people rotating back in.
Yeah. I would go careful, lads. It's just a bit of fun, BPN.
I'm playing with fun money here anyway.
Yeah, from what I've
bridged over arbitrage.
Yeah, from what I've seen, though, I mean, it's pretty tight. They've got all the legal work done. They've got like the licensing isn't an issue and stuff. And the founder, you know, was put his face out there. He said they've spent a year building the game and stuff. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, for me, that is instantly already the best crypto game about. Like, crypto gaming is rubbish. Crypto gaming is rubbish, and for me, that is instantly the best crypto game.
I've built. I went into a little bit of a rabbit hole and was basically up all night on Friday and into Saturday. I was building an AI arbitrage dashboard that basically I'm pulling API data for football, and I've got it to model the probability and then compare the modeled probability with the best available betting odds and finding where there's arbitrage. So this model may actually, I may be able to actually build something else that helps model this fantasy. So that may be good. Seeing as I'm paying for the API data, I might have to build something like that. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, honestly, Dave. Like, building stuff is quite fun. I kind of want to build my own exchange, but I don't know if that would be quite funny when it Wizard Exchange. But I think you could build I think a support app that runs alongside this would actually probably do quite well. And then you just get some users, launch a token, rug the shit out of everyone, I jest, and then buy a bulk players. It's pretty good. It's quite good now that I've got Perplexity Comet as well, Dave. I probably shouldn't. One thing that I really like is I can go onto a website that I like, and I can ask Comet to backward engineer it, create it into a prompt, and then I put it into Lovable and build my own version of it.
Nice.
So if you see any good Web3 applications, we can backward engineer and we can build our own. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, it's essentially that's what I've been doing. I went a bit delirious on Saturday night and then went out and had a load of beers and sold a load of Ethereum.
Sounds like
that Ethereum pump was beautiful. That's the one thing I love when you have the bull markets is when you go out and you spend some money and you come home richer than you were when you went out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
everything feels basically free. Like I was away Thursday night. with the other half, and then basically I've had a very expensive week, and I am now a lot richer than I was before the start of last week. It's ridiculous.
Epic.
Oh,
that's what we love.
Yeah, Jokeres is in there.
Yeah, Jokeres was 0.15 when I was looking before. That is like 0.2 now, isn't it? Yeah,
the only thing that would be good on this is if you could trade both sides and you could short them.
Yeah, they might bring that out, to be fair.
Mason Greenwood's on it.
Yeah, I know, yeah. The thing is, he's actually playing really well for Marseille as well.
I know.
Yeah.
He might be a good one that you buy just to collect points.
Yeah, potentially. Because you know he's going to play week in, week out.
The thing is,
and he's probably going to score. Well, the thing is, the more of the player you have, the more expensive the contracts are as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, my Isaac ones now, because I've bought a lot of Isaac, are like 6 gold per contract.
Oh, Dave, you do have your P&L here.
Do you? I don't know whether
Yeah. So it shows your squad value. The increase of your squad value, because my squad value is up 29% than when I bought it this morning.
Yeah, the thing is though, like when you add more money into the game, your squad value goes up, so it doesn't like give you the true P&L. But I think maybe it does. Maybe you have to go on desktop. I don't know, because I'm on my phone.
I'm on desktop. The desktop version is so much better, Dave. It's just so much easier to use.
Isaac's moving now. Haaland's moving a bit. João Pedro's moved up a bit.
Right, I'm going to send some more USDC over.
It's epic, isn't it good? Oh, can you imagine the fun we'd have on it if we'd have got in early and we'd have been able to ride it up, sell it, and then reaccumulate all these players at the lows like this? Oh, I'd be doing that. Ride it up to $500 million, sell it $500 million, rebuy them all at 250, ride it up to $1 billion, done.
Oh shit! Sorry. I
Right,
just nearly bridged too much.
It's been a long stream, so thanks for joining. We'll discuss this we'll get in the Discord. The Stonksy Discord will be fun to discuss this because a few people have downloaded it, haven't they?
Yeah, get a channel made in Stonksy Discord.
Yeah,
get a channel made, and we can.
We might have to be fair. If the game takes off, we'll actually get a channel in there. It'd be fun. Right.
Stonks. Imagine if we can get Stonksy on the charts. Stonksy goes green on Isaac. Dean, I don't want to add to your. Dean, I don't want to add to your to-do list, but tell me when Isaac goes green on the background.
Oh, my Isaac buys. Oh, honestly, that here we go is going to hit like crack. I swear. Like, that will actually send him into the stratosphere, and I will just be there selling him into the market.
Oh, I can't wait to dump on newbies when this takes off.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine it? Oh, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. We need to do is try and buy them when they get new releases, because that is where the instant like 5 to 10x's new release players on the market, bang. But yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you've stayed around anyway for the football talk. If you haven't, then obviously you're not here. But yeah, I'll catch you back tomorrow. We'll have Save with Crypto on tomorrow because it is Wednesday. And yeah, we'll look to see where the market is. Bitcoin is just below 110k. So yeah, I personally think it'll be higher this time tomorrow. What do you think, Wiz? By the time I
what we
stream
talking
tomorrow.
about? Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Bitcoin. Do you think it'd be higher this time tomorrow than it is now when I stream?
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't particularly care. I just want my football bags to pump.
Yeah.
I jest. Ethereum will just range. It'll just range. So I would just say, look at what Stonksy says, and what Stonksy says. Not financial advice.
Yeah.
And yeah, just pray that Isak gets his move to Liverpool. Oh, it's transfer deadline day, isn't it, as well this week?
Yeah, I think it's on Friday.
All right.
The
Yeah,
thing
Dave,
is-
you need to stream it. You need to stream transfer deadline.
Oh, honestly, the thing
We
is,
should do some scheming. We should do.
if he, even if he doesn't, I think he will get. Even though what he's done, I think they will welcome him back into the team.
Did you ever play? Do you know what this reminds me of? Sorry.
Go on.
Did you ever play So Rare? And how big
No,
that got
but
amongst amongst non-crypto people?
Yeah, someone tweeted about that. Obviously, who's been playing football.fun. That got to 3.5 billion.
Yeah, that was mental.
Can you
That got
imagine
so many people into crypto who weren't in crypto?
Yeah, can you imagine if this even gets to a fifth of that? Even a fifth?
700 million. Can you imagine if it gets to 700 million? What's that? 10x from here.
10x from here, and then obviously the big players will probably do more than that because that's what the ones that people will be buying. Like, oh my god.
This is the thing: is Haaland's just going to score a shit ton of. I might actually buy Kane. I'm going to buy some Kane because Kane's. I faded it, but Kane's just going to score a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, that's probably why he's so expensive because he's just going to bag goals. Like he is just going to bag goals.
That's why I think Watkins is really good at that price because Watkins scores decent goals.
I'm going to look at some lower ones as well today. But yeah, right, we'll end the stream there. More discussion in the Discord. Come on, then.
I've just sent 500 USDC in. Right,
yes.
Right, let's go.
Catch us all later. Bye for now.
See you later. Bye.